welcome back to International Scale Modeler. I'm Lee. Today we're going to do a review of one of these. Now this is going to be a quick review. It's not a big kit, but it's a little multimedia kit. This is a Martian Tripad 1144 from RetroKit. Now RetroKit, the guys that do, I would imagine most of you have seen these. They do these little banana minions and things like that, these little minions. Actually brilliant little things once they're painted up in that. I've got the full collection at the moment, so just got to get around to doing them. But anyway, so we go on to these. So these, they do very small resin models, multimedia models and things like that, that are quite different from the norm, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So, as you can see on the box here, you've got a picture of a tripod. Now this looks like it's like a steampunk version of the tripod and everything. If you see, it's not like the classical view of it and everything. But it's in 1144, comes in a very sturdy, very nice box. And if we open it up, okay, you can see it all comes all packaged up. We've got a little instruction manual and we've got the bits of the kit. Let me just pop all these out. Put that over there. Okay, right, so okay, let's go. We'll go through the bags one at a time. We've got the main roof of the craft. And as I say, this is all solid resin. Oh, that's tight. There you go. And as with any resin, it's going to need a little bit of cleanup, as you can see. These will have to come off, I would imagine, and this part here. And just a good buff up and a shine and everything. You can do that with one of these. With one of the ultimate buffers. Now that will bring that up really nice indeed, as you'll see. There you go. That's perfect. Already, look, just a quick shine, and that'll get rid of all the crap that's on resin as well. You should always clean resin kits before you build them, obviously, because they have got a lot of stuff on them. So you clean them and then polish them, and they should be more than fine to accept your paint and everything. But let's pop that over there. We've then got a bag of lots of little bits and bobs and skiddly bobs. And if we look on here, we obviously got the main tub. Again, as you can see from this resin, I'll just zoom you in a bit so you can have a look. Okay, as you can see, there's quite a bit of cleanup needed on there, but that's going to sit on there and everything once all cleaned up, as you can see from the picture here. But again, resin, obviously always do it in a well ventilated room or with a mask on if you're going to cut resin or anything like that. You've then got, looks like the sack for the humans on the back there. Very nicely cast, nice and rough and some bumps. Again, just needs to tidy up where it's come off the sprues and things like that. And that I would imagine is going to sit on there somewhere like that, like so. Actually really cool. I think really go to town. It's like an antique version. We've then got, I don't think that's a leg. I would be surprised if it was. I don't know, because there's only one of them, so it could be, I don't know, we'll have to see. Ah, it might be the injector thing, maybe it's that. And then again, we've got lots of other bits of resin here, all very nicely cast and nicely moulded. The actual pieces themselves, as you can see, are not, there's no resin, you know, over onto the main pieces. It is literally just on the sprues and things like that. So very nice indeed. And there's lots of, there's a different type of resin there. And as you can see, lots of little bits and bobs, skiddly bobs. The pipes themselves, they're really nicely cast. Again, you're not going to need much tied up, a little bit here and there, but literally that will come off with a quick swipe of the scalpel. Nothing to worry about there at all. And again, some more there. As you can see, this looks like part of its claws and its hands, things like that. Very nice. It's going to look a funky little model when it's done up. And obviously more additives here, lumps and bumps and what have you to go on to the model itself. I've got a little tiny bit there. No, I don't want to lose that. Okay. Now we've also got in the packet these. These are white metal. Now these will take, actually, these will take the ultimate burnishing liquid, so you may not need to paint these at all. Being white metal, they will need definitely a clean up. You can feel the release agent or whatever on top. But I would imagine these have to be parts of the legs, and I would have thought that they fit together like so in some such way. We'll have a look in a second, and that would make up your tripod. So as you can see, You know, this is, you know, once this is built up, it's actually going to be quite a large model. I think it's going to look very funky once it's done. We'll pop these over here and we're going to better look at what the pieces are once we have a look through the details. Let me just bring that one out. So the instruction manual is obviously, it looks like it's printed off of a normal printer and everything on A4 paper. Perfectly fine. As an introduction to, this is, so this is the one from the actual novel in 1898, which is nice. Only 5 copies of this book that showed notes on construction. It's got a bit here how to put it together, how it would have stood, how to make it look nice, and how to, in written form, it's telling you how to assemble the model there. And then you've got a picture on a separate sheet of paper, as you can see here, of how it goes together. And it looks like you're going to have to bend, yeah, like ever so slightly, as you can see, the white metal legs. So they're very pliable. In fact, I'll probably assume that, I would have said they were more lead than white metal actually. They feel like lead. Just having a quick look here to see if they've got anything that's, you know, it tells you fine saws parts for primary before use, gently twist and pressure. It doesn't say what they are, but it just says they're metal. It says here to bend the resin parts, obviously do it under warm water to achieve the desired posture. So, I mean, you're going to have to put it together a bit and bend it and twist it, which is a nice little challenge actually. And it says here about tentacles and things on this drawing here is what you'd use for a reference. This is Correa's drawing from the original books apparently. So they're saying, you know, for things like, you know, you've got these little tentacles, you can use stretched sprue or metal wire, which is for these bits, which hangs from the cupola by the looks of it. It does, if you see on here, I'll just show you. You just see on there, you see these little bits, these strands. It looks like it's like a hair of some sort. So I would imagine either some lead wire, or if you wanted them moving, you could have them naturally hanging, something like cotton or something like that. I would imagine some thick cotton might do it. Or you got some of the Models R Go fine line, which they use for antennas on airplanes. That might do it as well. But yeah, as it tells you, you know, it's like this. This was the antenna mast. Again, it says here, wire to achieve desired look. Note that the mast does not get mentioned in the novel at all, or it doesn't look to be in the picture either. So that's one of your own things. Heat ray. Drill a hole at the back of the heat ray and insert the tip of one arm in it. The underside element, provided in resin, it's sometimes shown on drawings as being transparent or translucent. A section of clear plastic sprue can be used to achieve this look. So again here, you know, they're saying that it's good that you can change it and do what you want with it, and you have to add parts yourself. So this, I would say, this is definitely not for the beginner at all. We've got 2 types of basket. We've got this one, this is a basket, and this one as well. And again, it depends what type, which one you want to build and things. So it's one of those kits where it's giving you a few options to build one, you know, for something that, you know, you wouldn't usually have a lot of options for. But I think that's absolutely fantastic, because you can do like several different versions. I suppose there are different versions in different photographs. You see this one goes on underneath, and then this basket goes on the rear sort of thing. Or is it this one? I would imagine that's the other basket actually. Okay, but I've got to say, this has been staring at me. I have it on top of my rack here, and it's been staring at me for, well, I bought it at Telford last year. And so it's been staring at me for a year, and I keep saying, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. But now I've taken it apart and had a look at it, because I thought it might be a quick build or something, but that's definitely not a quick build. You're going to take a time, and, you know, obviously with the metal legs and things like that, there's a lot of burr and flash on them that are going to need sorting and things like that. So it's a kit that's going to take a lot of time and effort, but I think you could do a very small diorama. And to be honest with you, the one that's on there, as you can see, where it's stepping over a lake and there's some smashed, burnt out car in the foreground. If you get a 144 old car, you can smash the chassis up. There's a nice little diorama right there, and And I quite like the look of that little river and on a hill and everything. You could make that on a very small base, you know, maybe 2.5, 3 inches by 3 inches. That would look really nice, I think. So for me, it's a thumbs up kit. Definitely not for a beginner, but it's such a really good subject. I think they're well worth it. And I've already flashed the price up. If I remember rightly, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, I think it was about £18, £25, something like that. I did buy it at Townford, so I got it a bit cheaper because I bought a few other kits as well from them. But Dom at Retro Kits is a nice guy as well, always happy to help and everything. But total recommend from me. That looks like a nice little challenge, that one. So that is the Retro Kits Martian tripod in 1144. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.